Is it really possible for a tiny tweak to your morning coffee routine to ignite your metabolism and put your body into full fat-burning mode for the rest of the day?
Check out the link in the video description now and transform your morning coffee into a metabolism-boosting super drink.
After England's dismal draw against Denmark on Thursday, Gareth Southgate was forced to use his last resort to lighten the mood in the dressing room. In a bid to cheer his players up, the Three Lions manager allowed them to spend just 6 hours with their families who were also banned from staying over, despite traveling thousands of miles across the country to offer their support. Each of the players' partners and some of their children were invited into the Weimar resort in Blankenhain, where the team is staying, in a bid to boost their morale ahead of their third match against Slovakia on Tuesday, the Times reports. This glamorous array of wives and girlfriends included the likes of former Love Island star Danny Dyer, who is dating winger Jared Bowen, Kyle Walker's wife Annie Kilner and Kate Goodland, the wife of Captain Harry Kane. The meet was reportedly planned before the start of the tournament to give the players time off from a period of isolation which had been aimed to bring them closer together as a squad. The presence of their partners will have come as a much-needed boost after the squad stumbled to a 1-1 draw with Denmark at Euro 2024 on Thursday, leaving many fans disappointed. A source told The Sun, the Wags and families got to enjoy a relaxed lunch with the players, then spent a few hours with them through the afternoon and early evening. It's all aimed at giving them a morale boost and they needed it after the opening 2 matches. They rely heavily on the Wags and their families for support. This is a huge deal to them and they feel the pressure and the weight of expectation on their shoulders. A bit of time with their partners and kids will ease the tension and give them a huge lift. Everyone was together and that's important for the team going forward. A number of the WAGs were also seen in the stands during Thursday's game, while Walker's former lover Lauren Goodman also cheered the footballer on from the stands. And though it may have been one of the few times the women have been in close proximity, Walker must have been relieved they were on opposite sides of the pitch. Ms. Kilner, 31, sat with other WAGs to support her husband. Meanwhile, Ms. Goodman, 33, sat in a separate stand with her grandfather. Shortly before the game, she was seen outside the Deutsche Bank Park Stadium with her son Cairo, 4, the oldest of her 2 children with Walker. Cairo wore an England replica top with his father's number on the back, along with the word Daddy. It will have been the closest he and Kyle have been for some months. Ms. Goodman flew into Frankfurt under her own steam yesterday morning. Meanwhile, Ms. Kilner, who is flying in and out for the games rather than stay in Germany, flew into Frankfurt with some of her fellow footballers' partners on a £35,000 private jet from Manchester Airport. She was accompanied by her 3 oldest sons, as she was for the Serbia game on Sunday. The 2 women have been at loggerheads for several years after the Manchester City star had a relationship with Ms. Goodman while he was with Ms. Kilner and it emerged that Cairo was his son. In December, the fallout was reignited when Ms. Kilner learned that Walker, 34, had fathered another of Ms. Goodman's children, a baby girl. After yesterday's game, Walker went over to Ms. Kilner and their children. But far from a cheerful reconciliation, it seemed neither were in the mood to play happy families. One onlooker said, "It looked a little tense between them. While the result wasn't ideal, you'd have thought they would have been a little more joyous, at least for their children." Among the more cheerful-looking WAGs were goalkeeper Jordan Pickford's wife Megan Davison and Aim Kennedy, who is dating Conor Gallagher. Declan Rice's partner also appeared at the event to cheer on her boyfriend, after deleting all of her Instagram pictures earlier this year following a barrage of abuse online over her appearance. The 25-year-old, who's been with the footballer for 8 years and welcomed their first child in August 2022, wiped all posts from her social media page after finding herself the target of cruel trolls. She was taunted for her appearance, with the bullying first starting in December last year when an anonymous account told England international team member Declan he could do better. The account which posted the tweet was suspended.